Alrighty guys, as you can see, this is the Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. This is going to be part 2 for the standard edition. If you guys are looking for the pocket edition, it will be linked in the description down below. Going off the last boss fight, we're going to go over to the right of us. It's a 3-fist difficulty fight. It is against just run-of-the-mill, like the girl squad from the TOP saga. This one can catch a lot of people off guard, so just be aware that there is some tankiness, some decent damage going on right here. So this is the key formation I'm going to use right here. There is double greens right here, but let's be honest. Even if there was like triple greens or something like that, I wouldn't mind having the Revza in there just because if he dies, pops that revival, that's kind of okay with me. But I'm going to put both reds on backup because of those blues. Another thing they do want to mention right here is that Urine is debuffing this middle row and this middle column. For it is 2 turns. It's kind of hard to avoid all those slots, right? Because the only slots you would have is the 4 corners. Ribrianne's also debuffing the same range on turn 3. And then for the strike covers for this fight specifically, so the yellow 18 has a strike slash blast cover for the Kiawe, and then Kiawe has a strike cover for the Ribrianne and for the 18. So I think what I do want to do here is go for the 18 first, and then I'm going to go for Kiawe since those are high priorities, and then hopefully we can go ahead and just get those out in turn 1. And then after that, I am going to go for the Ribrianne so we can try to avoid the debuffs on turn 3 hopefully, and then we can go for the Urine, we can go for the Kale, and then Vados at the end. Alright, so that was a 3-fist difficulty, and I've had issues with this fight in the past. This time around, it wasn't difficult whatsoever. We finished that in turn 2, which is something I haven't really done on this fight. So LOE just felt really nice to kind of just sweep everyone out of there. Golden Frieza is getting some heals there, which is huge for us. Next is to the left of us, a 3-fist fight. It is one of our labeled hard fights because it's the powerful opponent fight. This is also where your bonus is going to start increasing pretty rapidly, so you want to bring in your high tiers. So this is what we're going to use right here. So I do have my boost up, so this guy is my Z tier unit right here, and then the cooler is my S tier unit, so I'm still getting a good chunk of boost right there, right? So that's already at 30%. But, I mean, if I wanted to bring in the 40%, that probably would be ideal for points. This guy's super low on HP. There's double blues right here. One of those blues we are going to take out last. And so I kind of want to do this, especially if I am bringing in this guy, I'm probably bringing in Chilled and sliding him next to the Revza, right? So we can get the extra HP from this guy's Z ability and the extra healing from the blue Frieza. But since that's not the case, let's go ahead and let him ride the bench. So now that we've actually went through the fight right here, so we know that the Jiren has a strike cover for the yellow Bojack, the blue Broly, and the yellow Frieza, and then the Broly, he just has a strike cover for the purple Jiren. What I can guarantee you though is that the Frieza has a guaranteed nullification for blast, so he'll eat a blast and then he get 100% to his special move card or gauge. So when you're running a blast team against this, you kind of are forced to take him first to avoid that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the Frieza first, and then I'm gonna go for this blue Broly, and then I'm gonna go for the Jiren. Jiren is also stunning on turn 1, by the way. I know it's annoying, but it is what it is. And then we can go for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Bojack, and then I do like going for this Broly last since he is getting some damage inflicted buffs after getting hit. Alright, so in terms of like attack order, I did fumble on one aspect, because everything else went pretty decent, I would say, but the biggest fumble there is I should have went for the Bojack first instead of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Just switch those around would have just been a little bit more ideal, specifically for my key restore, due to my key restore speed order, but either way, an easy fight. The next fight you are going up against is this 4-fist fight to the left of us. It is against Ginyu Force. And this is the team formation we're going to use right here. So now we're going to go ahead and try to get some heals on this guy right here. As you can see, we have the Chilled HPZ ability in play, plus the heals from this guy, and he's on a health restoration tile. So that's going to help out a little bit there as well. And the strike covers we see here are... it's actually pretty rough. So where Ginyu's at, that's optimal for him for his strike cover range because he's going above him, below him, to the left, and to the right of him for strike covers. And then Jason Birder, they have strike covers for the furthest 2 slots. So for this, the Ginyu and the Ginyu Goku. And then the Raccoon and Guldo, they have a strike cover for the Jace. But as for our attack order, we're definitely going for this guy first, right? And then we're going to go for this guy, get the tagged units out of the way. And then we can start off with the mid priorities, which is going to be this guy. And then the low priorities are these 2. And then not a low priority necessarily, but the last targeted unit, this guy, just because of the revival, right? Alright, so definitely not the worst fight. I mean, it was a little bit difficult. This guy doesn't... He's just not getting some heals, right? And it is what it is. He only took 1 attack there, too. But he's just kind of stagnant right there. did get the full kill, 4.8 million. Next is to the left of us, 4-fish difficulty fights. This is against Vegeta clan, and so we've already done this one before, so it shouldn't be that bad. And this is the team formation we are going to be using right here. Remember, we are avoiding that middle row because of the red Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta debuffs. So remember, Sword of Hope Trunks has a straight cover for the free-to-play Trunks. Sweater Trunks has a universal cover for free-to-play Trunks. And as for attack order, I kind of want to see how much damage we can do to this guy. Like, since our green's attacking first, I kind of want to see how much we can whittle him down if I can just get him out of the way with the Ultra Frieza and the yellow Frieza super attack, right? And then after that, we can go for the tag unit, then the Sweater Trunks. Then I'm actually going to go for the red Vegeta over the free-to-play Trunks, and then this guy at the end. All right, so coming out of that one, not bad. 4.6 million. We did get the full kill. I kind of, honestly, maybe it's best for me to go, and we're not going to be able to chance to test this out again because I think that was the last time we see this fight, but I think it is best to go for the Sweater Trunks after this guy, right? Especially since my purple Frieza attacks right after. I was just like, oh, like my greens are going to wrap around faster, right? Since Cooler and Ultra Golden Frieza, or Ultra Frieza, they both have a higher key restore speed than the yellow Golden Frieza on turn 2. But I think it'd probably still be worth to just get him out. Next is straight above you, 5-fish difficulty fight against this. This isn't bad. This is not bad at all. Alright, so this is the team formation we're going to use right here. I'm going to go ahead and put Ultra on backup, this guy on backup, and then we're going to use the setup where we get the HPZ ability plus the health restoration. Because this is an easy fight, right? And as for the cover changes right there, so Broly does have a cover change for the Chalet, and Kale is in cover change range of no one because it's to the left and to the right of her. But I can't remember if she actually gets that cover change pre-Zenkai. So you, let me know. Remind me in the comment section, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna go for this guy first, see if our Angel Golden Frieza can one-shot him. I doubt it since it's a 5-fish difficulty, but he's only 2 stars right here, and I feel like he's not getting a ton of these Z abilities. So let's try it, and I'll report back to you guys. And then if we do get him out right off rip, then Chilled can go ahead and start whittling this guy down. And then we can go for the Kale, the Bardock, and then we can go for the Shallot, and then go Tinks. Yeah, so super easy fight. Once you get Broly out of the way, like, it's actually a cakewalk right there, dude. Like, 7.4 million, we did get the full kill. Frieza actually got some heals off of that. Broly only took half damage from my yellow Frieza super attack, so I was kind of a little bit scared right off rip. But again, once you got him out of the way, everyone is nowhere near as durable as he is. Next is to the right of us, 5-fish difficulty. Oh, we just did this one, right? Alright, so this is team formation right here. We're still going to put this guy on backup just because the double blues kind of just want to play it cautious. You are going to get debuffed here, right? This whole middle row, this whole middle column, it's all going to get debuffed. The only safe spots are the 4 corners. Obviously, that's not going to cover your whole team, but it is helpful to know. And we already know the cover change range, right? So the 18 has the cover for the Kiawe, and then the Kiawe has the cover for the Ribrianne and the 18. Kiawe specifically strike cover, 18 is just strike / blast cover. So attack order, I am going to go for the 18 first, and then let's immediately go for the Kiawe, and then we can go for the Ribrianne. Hopefully we can get her out before she debuffs us on that 3rd turn, right? And then I am going to go for the Kale, the Urine, and then Vados at the end. All right, super easy fight, especially now that we know exactly what's going on right here. 7 million too off of it. That's pretty solid. This guy is coming back up to full HP too, which is great since that's our only Z tier. Next is above us, 5-fish difficulty fight against the droids. All right, so this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on backup, put this guy on backup. We should be a-okay here. All right, so MVP 17 has a blast cover for the green EX 17 and the purple 17. And then yellow 17 has a strike cover for the green EX 17 and red EX 17. Since I don't have a unit that's faster than my yellow Golden Frieza, I kind of want to go ahead and take this guy out. I feel like we can go ahead and just easily one-shot him. He's a super old unit. He doesn't have the Zenkai stats available to him or anything like that. And it should, quote-unquote, should be a cakewalk on that guy specifically. And then we'll start working on the tag droids. And then we can circle run back and go for the MVP 17. And then we can go for the yellow 17. And then these 2 EXs that are absolute fodder. Alright, so we were able to one-shot that purple 17, by the way, which is huge. Again, he's a super old unit, right? I completely expected that. 9.5 million, and this guy's healing up some. Huge. The next is going to be to the left of us, 4-fish difficulty fight against this fight. We always come across this fight. Right, so this team formation I'm going to be using right here. So same backup members as last time, just order on the borders a little bit, swapped just a tiny bit, right? So this guy on the yellow tile, of course. Strike covers kind of do suck on this one, if I'm being real honest. So this blue Broly, he has a strike strike cover for the Frieza, the Vegeta, and the fusing Goku Vegeta, while the green Broly has a strike cover for the blue Broly and for this red Vegeta. But if we're going to play it like we're not going to account for the red Frieza stun onto our golden Frieza or our purple Frieza, those are our first, like our highest speed attackers. We're going to go for this guy first, honestly. We're going to get him out of the way, and then we're going to go for these guys. Remember, you have to get them before turn 3 because they will fuse. You do not want them to fuse. And then you go for this guy, which should be easy enough, and then you can go for the double reds here into the Goku at the end, because the Goku does get tankier every turn that goes by, and so obviously you want to save him for last. That went great. It actually went great, bro. Like, I think we've really found our groove with the team, right? So this guy's getting up there in HP. This guy has a super attack for the next fight, which is nice. And we did get the full kill with no issue there. So next fight is to the right of us. 5 difficulty fight against the against Future. So this is the team formation I'm going to use. Keep using these guys on backup for now, just because, again, I'm just valuing this a little bit, his Z ability for the HP, so we can get this guy up in HP. I know it looks a little weird because we're not getting the extent of chilled support, which is going to be all the corners, right? But or not the corners, but like the little cross. And I just don't want to be on these tiles specifically. I just don't want to be on the key restore speed tiles and mess up my key restore speed. Looking at the graph right now, so Gohan does have a cover change to the left and to the right of him. There's no one over here to the right of him, but so he does just in range of this guy. So I think the best thing to do here is go for this guy first, right? Just in case the my yellow golden Frieza doesn't kill him. Shield will come in and finish him off, right? And then we can go for the tag droids, then the future Gohan, then the Cell, and then whatever order you want for these two here at the end. So future Gohan is in range of the androids. I can tell you that right now. We did get hit by the blast cover. It's all good. It is what it is. Next is to the right of us, 4th difficulty fight against the Frieza Force. So this is the team formation I'm going to use right here. We're getting close to the end, and I do want to save some super attacks for maybe a harder fight, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put these two on backup. Usually if it's a high tier unit, I don't save their super attack, right? Because you want the high tiers in play, you want to be getting those extra points. But once we get into a hard fight, I can be like, ooh, I got something for backup. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. All right, so I do have to go for this guy first, right? Since he's going to eat our blast arts, and then he's going to turn it into a super attack. He has low key restore speed. If you're a strike team, you really don't have to worry about that. And then after that, according to my attack order, I should go for this red unit, since he's also another high priority. He's buffing his allies when he's receiving attacks, unfortunately. Then we'll go for Mecha Frieza. And then after that, we can go for the blue, and then whatever order you want to go ahead and take out these last two. So we got the full kill there, pretty easy enough. We did waste a super attack with the Ultra Frieza. I don't even know if we're bringing Ultra Frieza into the last fight, though, so I guess it's okay either way. 11 million, though, is nice. So next fight is to the right of us, 4th difficulty against the androids. So cover changes on that one right there. So the green 21 has the cover change above and below. So in cover change range of the Dr. Zero, and then same thing with Dr. Zero, he has the cover change above and below, so in cover change range of the green 21. Thankfully 16, he does have the strike cover, and he has like the L shapes behind him, so he's in cover change range of no one. So I think what's going to be best for me here is to go for double greens, and then into the red 21. Red 21 has a high damage, and then we'll go for the blue unit, we'll go for the purple, and then this guy at the end. All right, super easy fight right there. 13 mil off of that too. I will 100% take that. Let's go, dude. So the last fight you're going to encounter is going to be to the left of us, 5th difficulty fight against the Zero Mortals plan fight. This one is absolutely atrocious work. Let's get through it. All right, so this is the team formation we're going to be using for this fight. Remember, we are avoiding this bottom red because of the debuffs of Blue Zamasu. This guy on backup, this guy on backup. We do have a lot of super attacks coming out for this, so we are pretty well prepared for this. We should be good. All right, so for cover changes here, so you have the Ultra Rose. He does have a strike cover range because he has like the little corner kind of range. He has it just for this green free-to-play Zamasu. And then the Cursed Merge Zamasu, he does it above him. He has no range of anyone, so he has no strike cover. So you guys actually had it You guys got off pretty easy for the strike teams for this fight. As for attack order, we are going to get hit by the super attack from this guy, and he's going to stun us alongside that super attack. If I had the Ultra Frieza super attack lined up for this fight, it probably would be a different story, but I do not. So we're still going to go for him first anyways, and then after that, my Revza is going to super attack, so we might as well go ahead and target a red unit, right? Then we can get the support Zamasu, we can get the support Goku Black, and then the red Zamasu, the green Zamasu, and then this guy at the end because of his debuffs. Alright, so we actually went stupid on that fight right there. We ended at turn 3. I think that's the fastest we've ever done that fight. 18 mil off of that too? Dude, that's pretty solid, dude. I'm very, very happy with the performance that we just did right there. Alright, and so before we close out the video, let's go ahead and see where we lie on the leaderboard with 120 million points. Alright, so we're sitting in currently, right at the time of recording, sitting at rank 938, which is absolutely huge. We're going to take a fat screenshot of that right there, and that concludes our run. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comment section, did you guys rank lower than me, higher than me, all that good stuff? And if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys leave a like, and maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you guys. Later.